Welcome back. Allie Dar is here, and she is a mom blogger, fitness blogger. You do a lot of different things online. But all of these things are kind of around the fact that you've got 4, is that right?
4 boys.
4 boys, all under the age of
5.
So she's very busy, especially in the summer, right? You've got to keep them busy, keep them entertained.
There's no preschool, so I have them all day long.
Yeah, they're too even little for preschool.
Yes.
So what I asked Allie to come over and talk about is how do you keep these kids entertained without spending a lot of money? And I mean, look, I am not going to lie. I would put a video in just as much as the next guy to get a shower.
Exactly.
You know, like mom's going to lay here on the couch, just watch this for 5 minutes.
Yes, please watch, be quiet,
Right.
Don't ruin the house.
Right.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to lie, that works. But you don't want to do that all the time.
Yeah, you can't do it every single day.
No, they get onto you. They're onto you. They'll rip the place apart if they think they're being ignored. So
exactly.
We've got some ideas, and the very first one is here, and I never thought of this. I think it's a gorgeous idea.
Okay, this is scavenger hunts. You can do them for like anywhere you're going. So let's say me and my kids are going to the zoo. I can print these off. If you just go to Google, you can just find these, and I just print them off. And then while we're going through the park, they can have their own little checklist of what we see. Like if we see the elephant, they check it, the monkey, the tiger. And it's just a way to get them involved instead of me just pushing them in the stroller.
Just kind of, so they're
actually looking for something, And then they have all different levels. For older kids too, you can do them for each age.
Okay, so we got these ones for different ages. So when they get older, you're looking for, what would live in the tundra? What would live in the Arctic?
So you can do this for like junior high age too. So they have it for all ages, So this is just a fun idea rather than just walking through the zoo like I usually do.
Exactly. I mean, you push them in a stroller, they complain, and then it's done. So this
exactly.
is and then, all right, so this is another one. You don't even have to go to
anywhere.
A zoo. Talk about this.
I just looked up a neighborhood scavenger hunt, and there's hundreds that you can choose from, and it just tells you and your kids to go out in your backyard in the neighborhood and just look for some things. So like something square, something red, a stop sign. So pretty much everything they can do on their own, and then maybe you could make a game out of it and have a reward.
Sometimes they'll do those slumber party ones. They'll knock on your door
and ask for like.
Do you guys have paper clips?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you can do that one too. So just go onto Google and look up whatever you're looking for, and there's going to be a scavenger hunt to print.
But this is free. I mean,
totally free.
Wonderful.
Totally free.
All right, so scavenger hunt for free, whether you're going to an event or whether you're doing it at the house. Perfect idea.
Done. And then I like to keep a drawer in our kitchen with just random things that me and the kids can do when it's raining or when I have nothing else going on. So like I'll let them pick like cookies. Like this would take a good hour.
Right.
Takes up a whole hour out of your day. And then just like flashcards, so some learning things. You can really just go to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, and pick up all the dollar items, just throw them in a bin, and then they're there.
Somehow when they don't see them for a long time and then all of a sudden see them, it's
magical.
It's exciting. I used to, my mother-in-law would be like, take one of the toys that they really like, hide it for a while. They get bored of toys, hide it, and all of a sudden it's their favorite thing again.
So you can trick them. They are very trickable.
They're trickable.
They're very trickable.
And we're going to move on to the next thing, but I do want to remind people as we're talking, we're popping up your blog, tableformoreblog.com. There it is, where you chronicle your life as a mother of 4 teeny tiny boys.
Yes, it is never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. Okay, so Table for More, definitely take a look at that. All right, so what do we have here?
Popcorn. This is like the easy go-to, but you can make it more fun than just popping a movie in. You can get little popcorn containers and make your own popcorn, and they can each hold their little container. I like to put M&Ms and give them a juice box, which they spill. But whatever, and that takes up a few hours out of your afternoon.
And one of my best advice that I always give is never buy red drinks for your kids. No,
clear.
Nothing red. Nothing ever red. If they don't spill it, they'll throw it up on your rug later. Right?
No, they do.
Just
they find a way to get it everywhere.
And then you're fine. Okay, so then moving on.
And board games, another thing. You don't have to do these at home. They don't have to be at the kitchen table. You can take a blanket, do a little picnic, and have a board game. It's so easy to you can go to the park too. You can make it a whole outing. So just little games, age appropriate, shoots and ladders are what we're working with.
A classic.
So it's easy. And then you can also pack up your picnic baskets. And to make it fun, you can include like fun drinks, with cute straws. I mean, they attract the kids. Straws attract kids.
Yes.
And then you can even throw one of these in and just make it, if you're excited about something, your kids are going to get excited. So even just going to the park, you can make it a theme day. Dress in your swimsuit. You know what I mean? Like, you can do whatever you want. Kids are easy to entertain.
Okay. All right. So, and then finally, you've got a book out front here.
I do. And then you can also, like I said, like just taking a board game to the park, you can take books and just read books to them. Reading is so important for kids to learn their vocabulary. So I try to read a lot and show them the pictures. Even when they're just 1 and 2, they're still figuring it out. And this is a good one. It tells them to be quiet and what's loud. So, you know, screaming's for outdoors.
You are loud.
Yes, stop talking. So, I mean, there's so much you can do without spending a ton of money.
How do you manage having 4 of the different ages? I mean, you know, you have, they're all little, but the 4-year-old, 5-year-old's going to be interested in something, the baby not so much.
Yeah, so I just have to drag the baby along and just try to keep up with the older kids. And I try to make different activities, or just, you know, if I'm reading to the baby outside, I'll have the boys doing something on the playground, or just trying to make it as interactive as possible without holding the older kids back.
And you said something that's interesting, and you should not feel bad about this because it's part of it. You said this will take up an hour, like making. I remember that. I mean,
you count.
They say it all goes so fast. Your kids grow up like that, and it's true. But the days themselves sometimes can be really, really long.
They are so long.
It's 4 o'clock and they're up, and it's so things that take up some time are what you want. So don't feel bad about saying that.
Do not
I
feel
totally
bad.
agreed with what you're saying.
Yes, do not feel bad.
This will take you guys an hour and a half to do, and that's good. That's
No,
a good
you
thing.
need that, especially in the summer when you don't have anything going on the whole entire day. It is good to have fillers, a filler activity for your kids.
Absolutely.
And don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad
At all.
Get through the day. That's all I'm saying. All right. Again, the blog is tableformoreblog.com, and you can follow the adventures of your whole family.
My whole family.
And we're going to have you back in a little bit, not today, but another time, because you're also a photographer.
Yes.
So when you go on, and we'll talk more about photography at a different time, but just when you go, do you take your camera just in case? Are you one of these that always has it just in case?
You know,
or?
ever since I started doing photography as a job, I leave my camera, which is like kind of sad. So I've been trying to take it more, but it's so hard to drag everything along.
At the same
So
time.
I have my cell phone, which captures the same memories. You know what I mean? So
If you
as long
get
as
a
I
good-
have them,
then you're okay. All right. So, and your photography blog is Allie?
Allison Dar Photography.
So there you go. You can take. I always like to see what other people do and good
Yeah.
ideas. So that's perfect. Visit both of those websites. We will connect to our website in case you missed it. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some summer fashions.
Okay.